Okay, so I've been sitting here staring at these spoilers for March, specifically the next 3 weeks, right? March 2nd to the 20th, 2026, and my brain is just, it's doing that thing where it tries to connect dots that probably aren't even there, but I can't help it. Because the drama in Port Charles is heating up, apparently. Like, really heating up? And I'm trying to figure out if I'm excited or just stressed out for these fictional characters. Probably both. Let's start with Kai Taylor. Okay, wait, let me back up. Because the whole Willow Kane situation it's a lot. So, Willow is now filling Drew's congressional seat. Just like that. I mean, I know how soaps work, suspension of disbelief and all that. But she's juggling being a congresswoman dealing with Jen Sidwell's demands. And, oh yeah, injecting Drew to keep him in that locked-in syndrome state. That is a full plate. Like an overflowing buffet plate of chaos. But back to Kai. The spoilers say Willow might offer him a job in her inner circle. And I'm thinking, does she know? Does she know that he knows? Or does she just think he's useful? Because Kai is aware of what she's capable of. He knows she's not just the sweet former teacher anymore. She's full-on Dark Willow. So if Kai takes this job, is he doing it to protect himself? Or is he trying to be the hero? The spoilers suggest he might decide that staying close and monitoring her is the best move. Which honestly is smart. Keep your friends close, and your terrifyingly ambitious boss who is drugging her husband closer, right? But then I start second-guessing his motives. Is Kai actually good? I mean, we assume he is, but in Port Charles, good is a relative term. Maybe he's playing a longer game. Or maybe he's just trying not to get on her bad side because, frankly, Willow is scary right now. I don't know. It's just, the dynamic there is going to be tense. I can already picture the scenes, Willow barking orders about legislation and then whispering about dosages, and Kai just standing there trying to keep a poker face. And speaking of poker faces, Sonny Corinthos. Okay, this is interesting. The spoilers for the week of March 2nd mention he has a confession to make. A confession. Now, my immediate thought, because I've watched this show for way too long, is that he's going to confess a crime. But wait, no. The notes say it could be about his bond with Rick Lansing. Rick. His brother. The guy who locked his mom in a panic room way back when. But apparently they're acting more like brothers than enemies now. And Sonny might confess that he likes it, that it's nice. Actually, that's kind of sweet. In a twisted mobster way. But then I think, is Rick playing him? I mean, it's Rick Lansing. Jealousy is his middle name. And with Dante and Liz getting closer, I'll get to that in a minute, Rick might be stewing. So, if Sonny is opening up to Rick, making himself vulnerable, is that going to backfire? Or maybe the confession isn't to Rick. Maybe it's about Rick. Or maybe, wait for it, it's about Justine Turner. The Ada. The complicated situation with her. If Sonny confesses his feelings about Justine, who is he telling Carly? No, that would be a disaster. Jason is busy. Maybe he tells Rick about Justine. That would be efficient, I don't know. I'm just saying, a confession from Sonny usually means trouble, but this sounds more emotional. Which is almost scarier, honestly. Okay, let's pivot to Carly. Because Carly is always in the middle of something dangerous. She's going back to Wyndemere. Why? I mean, I know why she's snooping, but Wyndemere is like the Bermuda Triangle of Port Charles. People go in and weird stuff happens. The spoilers say she might realize how to enter the passageway to the catacombs. The catacombs. Of course, there are catacombs. It's a castle on an island. If there weren't catacombs, I'd be disappointed. But here's the thing that's bugging me. She has to get down there without Jen Sidwell or Pascal noticing. That seems impossible. Sidwell seems like the kind of villain who has cameras everywhere. Or at least, henchmen. So Carly is just gonna sneak around. She might have to wait, the spoilers say. But she'll get a chance to overhear something. An enlightening discussion, they call it. Between Sidwell and Pascal, or maybe Ross Cullum, if she overhears Ross that connects the WSB thread to the Wyndemere thread, and... okay, my brain is moving too fast. If Carly finds out about Britt... oh man. Britt. Let's talk about Britt Westbourne. She is having a rough time. A really rough time. Marco Rios, who I still don't trust by the way, isn't having any luck getting that medicine vial for her. So she's stuck. She's going to grow frustrated and vent to Jason. And this breaks my heart a little bit. Because we know based on the real world news about Steve Burton that Jason is leaving. Temporarily sure until summer, but he's leaving. So all these scenes between Jason and Britt, they feel like a countdown. A ticking clock. She's venting to him, leaning on him. He's her rock right now. And the spoilers for later in the month around March 16 to 20 talk about an exit ramp being created for Jason. That he's going to leave a heartbroken Britt behind. I can't. They finally have this connection, this shared trauma or understanding. And he's going to vanish. Is he going to be sent on a mission, kidnapped, or maybe he has to go on the run to protect her? Actually, that leads me to Rocco. Rocco Falconeri. The week of March 16 to 20 brings troubling developments for him. And get this, he's going to be instrumental in the exit of one GH character. Okay, pause. Rewind. Rocco is a teenager. How is he instrumental in an exit? The notes suggest he could inadvertently spill something about Valentine's hideout. If he does that, and Valentine has to run, that's one exit. But the notes also say, however, we know Jason's exit is coming up, so it's possible some Rocco drama will set the stage for that instead. So does Rocco do something that forces Jason to leave? Like, does Rocco get into trouble with Ross Cullum, who is stalking him? Remember, and Jason has to save him, and in the process Jason gets compromised. Or maybe Jason takes the fall for something Rocco does. No, that doesn't sound right. Jason saving him makes more sense. But then why would Jason have to leave town? Maybe he kills Ross or Sidwell and has to go underground. I'm spiraling. But the connection between Rocco's drama and Jason's exit is fascinating. And tragic. Because poor Dante. His son is acting out. His investigation is a mess. And now his dad's enforcer, best friend, might be leaving because of his son? That's heavy. Speaking of Dante and Elizabeth. Finally, the spoilers say he just might surprise Elizabeth Baldwin with a date request. A date. Not a let's talk about the case coffee, but a date. I mean, I've been seeing the chemistry. We've all seen it. She's been his anchor. But is it too soon? I mean, Sam is gone, but it hasn't been that long, right? Or has it time in Port Charles? Is weird. But the notes say Dante seems like he's got a crush. A crush. That's adorable. And Liz deserves a nice guy. A cop. She has a type, doesn't she? Lucky was a Spencer, but he was a cop for a bit. Aiden's dad was Lucky. Wait, no, Cameron's dad was... Xander? No, wait. Cameron is Xander's. Jake is Jason's. Aiden is Lucky's. Right, or is Aiden... No, Aiden is Lucky's. Anyway, the point is, she likes heroes. And Dante is a hero. But Rick. Back to Rick. If Dante and Liz go on a date, Rick is going to lose his mind. He's already jealous. This is going to push him over the edge. And a jealous Rick is a dangerous Rick. Will he try to sabotage it, or will he use his brotherly bond with Sonny to, I don't know, get Dante transferred? No, that's silly. But he'll do something. He always does. Okay, let's shift gears to the Quartermain Cassadine mess. Nathan and Lulu. Nathan West and Lulu Spencer. They're going to be spotted during a romantic encounter. Okay, first of all, is he really Nathan? I'm still 50/50 on this. The amnesia, the no memory of the last 7 years. It's classic soap, but is it too classic? Anyway, they're getting romantic. And Maxie might witness it. Now, normally this would be the part where the ex-wife flips out. But Maxie, the spoilers say she might come clean to Lulu soon enough and basically give Lulu permission to move on with Nathan. That is surprisingly mature. For Maxie, I mean, I love Maxie, but she can be impulsive. But she's with Spinelli now. She's made her choice. So maybe she sees Lulu and Nathan and thinks, you know what, good for them. It clears the air. It absolves her of the guilt of moving on with Spinelli if Nathan has someone too. But wait. If Maxie gives permission, does that mean she knows something Lulu doesn't, or is she just being supportive? The notes say she might come clean. come clean about that she saw them? Or does she know something about Nathan's past? Or maybe she knows about the poisoning investigation results. No, that's separate. I think, unless, what if Nathan isn't Nathan and Maxie suspects it, but she's letting Lulu be with him anyway? No, that would be cruel. Maxie wouldn't do that. She's probably just going to say, hey, I saw you guys, and it's okay. Be happy, which is nice. But this is GH, so nice usually precedes disaster. And then there's the Nina, Brennan, Charlotte situation. Jack Brennan. Angry Jack Brennan. He's going to corner Nina again. He wants Valentin. And he thinks Charlotte is the key. Which she is. Charlotte knows where Valentin is. Danny knows where Valentin is. They're hiding him. The week of March 9 to 13, Nina might meet with Charlotte and face her fury. Charlotte overhearing Nina and Brennan's previous confrontation. Oh, that's bad. If Charlotte thinks Nina is a traitor, that relationship is torched. Nina has spent years trying to be a mother to Charlotte, trying to make up for everything. And now, one conversation with Brennan, and it might all be gone. And Charlotte, that girl is a Cassadine. She has a temper. If she lashes out at Nina, it's going to be brutal. Traitor? That's a strong word. But is Nina a traitor? She's being pressured by Brennan, probably threatened. She's trying to survive. But to a teenager like Charlotte, it's black and white. You're either with us, Valentin, or against us. And Danny Morgan is in the middle of this too. The spoilers say Charlotte might accuse him of leaking something when he's not to blame. Because Rocco might be the one who spills. It's a classic misunderstanding. Charlotte trusts Danny, but if info leaks, she's going to get paranoid. Paranoia runs in her family. And if she pushes Danny away, well, that's just sad teenage heartbreak on top of the mob. Spy drama. I keep going back to Willow, though. The image of her balancing Congresswoman duties with Sidwell's demands and Drew's injections, it's just so absurdly high stakes. She's literally keeping her husband paralyzed while taking his job. That is Shakespearean. Or maybe Machiavellian? Does she feel guilty, or has she convinced herself it's for the greater good, or for her family she's doing it to protect them from Sidwell? Right. But at a certain point the lines blur. When you start enjoying the power, does she enjoy the power? I think she might. And Sidwell. Gents, Sidwell. He's the puppet master here. He's got Willow, he's got Britt via his people, he's got Ross Cullum. He's everywhere. And Carly is about to eavesdrop on him. If Carly gets caught, well, Jason will have to save her. But Jason is leaving. So who saves Carly? Sonny. But Sonny is dealing with his confession, and Justine... Drew is paralyzed. Actually, wait. If Jason leaves and Carly is in trouble, does that force Drew to wake up? No, he can't just wake up if he's drugged. But maybe it forces Michael to step up. Michael is dealing with Willow unknowingly and the custody stuff. And Dante is dating Liz. The roster of heroes is looking a little thin for a rescue mission at Wyndemere. Maybe if Nathan and Lulu are involved, maybe Nathan saves Carly. That would be a way to solidify his return. Nathan West saves Carly Spencer. Has a ring to it.